at the Last Supper, how come no one sat at the other side of the table? Why did everyone have to squeeze in like that? You'd think Jesus would have said, hey, can you move your plate over there? See, I think originally there were people at the other side of the table, but those were the ones going, you know, the air conditioner hits me right on the back of the neck. It's just as well there weren't people at the other side. It would have looked stupid in the paintings to have people there like this. You know, once when I was at life's lowest ebb, and I felt like no one would ever love or accept me, I checked into a motel room in the middle of nowhere, and I was lying there in the dark about to end it all, when all of a sudden there was a glow, and Christ stood over me like this, and I looked up at him, and he looked down at me, and finally he spoke and said, Gilbert, am I fat? I said, I don't know, turn around. No, you look good. And I said to him, Jesus? And he went, please, Jeez. Because, you know, he likes to be called G's. On his license plate, it's a bunch of G's in a row. I don't know who he has on his dashboard. That's always a problem. See, you can't have himself there, because then he'd be going, hey, you know what that is, eh? So I said to him, G's, Jeezy, I feel like no one will ever accept me. And Jesus looked at me and said, you know what my feeling is? Accept me or go to hell. Then he grabbed my head and gave me some noogies. And as he was walking out, he said, you know, I might not be back for another 1 billion years. You want me to do anything like end war and famine? I said, no, you're a guest. Get out. And I said, get out. Just go. And take a piece of cake with you. Take some cake. I can't finish that. Take a small piece. I'll never finish that much cake. Jesus, would you please? I'll wrap up a piece of cake. You'll have it tomorrow. Maybe you'll get hungry later. Please, I can't finish that. I'm not proud of that outburst, but it happened. Did it happen? Yeah. You know, I was in Africa recently. It's all black there now. Boy, that area really went. I remember years ago you could walk through Africa, you didn't see one of them there. But they got in. The whole area, they got in. Africa years ago, you wouldn't lock your door. You didn't even have doors. That's how safe Africa. You didn't even have houses. All you had was money that you'd lie out on the ground. You'd come back later, there'd be twice as much money there. Muggers would jump you and put a wallet in your pocket. But did they get it? Ooh, they got it. They got it. Did they, So the audience sat there and waited. The days turned into weeks. Oh, excuse me, I have only one pore in my body. Sometimes when I sweat, it just squirts out across the room. It's a funny joke if Ray Bradbury were in the audience. Sometimes Ray Bradbury and Isaac Asimov show up and they go, oh, I wrote a story about a guy with one pore in his body. Oh, I wrote a story about a guy with no pores in his body. Well, I wrote a story about an entire planet where no one had any pores, but the dogs had pores and the people had to salivate. Well, in my story, there was a guy with a funny hat. Let me tell you something about a nuclear holocaust. You think it's hard to get a cab now. I went into a restaurant and I said, I want a cup of coffee. And the waiter said, how do you like your coffee? And I said, I like my coffee the way I like my women. Hot and black with a small piece of prune Danish. Ooh, he's got a napkin. Look, he's ripping it. I'm going to go to the men's room. Not now, he's ripping the napkin. Oh, I almost missed it. And look how evenly he rips it. You know, he does it without scissors. He doesn't have, no, look at his hands. Oh, he's good. All right, now he's ripping too much. Honey, get your coat. Get your coat, I'll pull the car around. I won't even start the car, I'll just pull it around. Excuse me, I just came in. Did he rip a lot so far? 2, maybe 3 strips the most. Gee, I hate to miss the beginning. All right, now he's ripping too much. Honey, get your coat. Get your coat, and that's it. Waiting for your luggage at the airport. Is there a blue Samsonite in there? I've been waiting an hour. Don't make me come in there. Whenever you're waiting for your luggage at the airport, there's usually about 20 suitcases that come down that have masking tape and a belt wrapped around them. Like if someone's gonna break into your luggage, that'll be a real deterrent. And I go, he's got masking tape and a belt. This guy's been to the big city before. We might have to blast off that masking tape. And even if you do blast off the masking tape, how do you open up a belt? Boy, that guy's really taking a bite out of crime. A squid. That's a good squid. Some people don't do a good squid. Some people, they make the squid too ungraceful. But, you know, that catches up with you. Audiences now are a lot more sophisticated. Audiences now go, I want a good squid joke. Give me a good... Calm down, honey, you know your blood pressure. A squid lying on the beach. A squid dressed as Dracula. I do a lot of squid jokes. Some people you go to, they do 1 or 2 squid jokes and that's it. But you know, the true professionals, they always had enough squid material. I saw Florence Henderson live. 4.5 hours of squid material. And I said, Florence, that was damn good. Pardon me if I cuss like a longshoreman, but that was damn good. But that's what made her Florence Henderson. Yvonne DiCarlo never had that much squid material. And Shirley Jones, half hour at the most. A squid on Halloween. Trick or treat, want some candy? I want plankton. Would you like some M&Ms? Give me plankton. You can't get good plankton now. I mean, you can, but you don't know if it's fresh. Now you buy plankton, and underneath it's all coral. Because that's a lot cheaper than plankton. I don't have to tell you that. Like you don't know. I was in